The elder chorus. An unscheduled incident. Shirley Ann put down that cup too late. A scene nobody asked for but everybody needed. It was a perfectly good Saturday afternoon on Mama Eunice's porch. Not anybody else's porch. Mama Eunice's porch. It was always Mama Eunice's porch, and the reason was simple and architectural. Eunice lived in the only duplex on the block, which meant her porch was twice the width of everybody else's, which meant it could hold 5 grown women, 5 opinions, 5 attitudes, and whatever Shirley Ann Mack was calling sweet tea today, all at the same time without anybody getting knocked into the hydrangeas. Evelyn Virginia had a porch. It fit her and maybe one other person if that person didn't mind being talked at from approximately 4 inches away. May Barnes had a porch. Nobody gathered there because May Barnes' porch felt like a place where information was being collected, which it was, and people got nervous. Mary Cooper had a nice little porch. Sweet. Tidy. Had a wind chime. Felt like a place where you'd get convicted of something just by sitting down. And Shirley Ann Mack had a porch that was frankly gorgeous, and she maintained it beautifully, and there was not a single square foot of it she was willing to share because she had just had it repainted and was not ready for company on it yet. She had been saying this for 2 years. So it was always Eunice's porch. Eunice had never officially invited anyone. She had simply stopped being surprised when they appeared, and at some point that became the same thing as an invitation. Sweet tea sweating in glasses. The box fan doing its level best. The smell of somebody 3 houses down burning chicken on a grill they had absolutely no business operating. Mama Eunice was holding court about a woman from the church who had the nerve to show up in white after Labor Day. May Barnes was nodding with her eyes narrow, filing everything away for future use. Mary Cooper was fanning herself with a paper plate and looking completely at peace with the Lord and all His creation. Evelyn Virginia was being loud about something, as was her calling, her gift, and her general purpose on this earth. And Shirley Ann Mack was on her 3rd cup of sweet tea. It was not sweet tea. Everyone knew it was not sweet tea. Nobody said anything because this was a slow Saturday. The duplex porch was shady and wide and comfortable, and Shirley Ann Mack with a drink in her hand was the most reliable entertainment in the neighborhood. The Lord would forgive them for watching. By the 4th cup, Shirley Ann's head was doing that slow, dignified lean. The kind that looks like a woman deep in profound thought. She was not in profound thought. Her eyes fluttered. Her hand loosened around the cup. Evelyn Virginia, loud, loyal, and quicker than she looked, caught it before it hit Eunice's good porch floor. Said Eunice, watching. Agreed May Barnes. Mary Cooper kept fanning. Shirley Ann Mack was asleep. Upright. In the good chair. The wide wicker one closest to the fan that everyone wanted and Shirley Ann always claimed first because she arrived first specifically to claim it, with her good earrings on and her edges laid and her dignity, for the moment fully intact. They let her sleep for 11 minutes. It was peaceful. It was almost sweet. Eunice's duplex porch held the quiet like it was made for it. And then Shirley Ann woke up. She opened her eyes, looked around, took in the 4 faces, took in the wide familiar porch, took in the box fan and the sweating glasses and the faint smell of somebody's ruined chicken drifting on the afternoon air. And something in her brain misfired. She did not know where she was. She did not recognize these women. What she did know, what Shirley Ann Mack always knew, conscious or otherwise, alive or deceased, present or elsewhere, was that she had opinions, and they were primed, loaded, and ready for deployment. She pointed at Eunice first. "Who is this?" she said. "Sitting up here on this big old porch like she owned the place?" "I do own the place," said Eunice flatly. "It's a duplex." "I'm not talking to you, I'm talking about you." "There is a difference, let me finish." She turned. "And this one?" The finger swung to Evelyn Virginia. "Why is she so loud? I can hear her and I don't even know her and I don't want to know her. Does she come with a volume? Does somebody have a remote?" Evelyn Virginia stood up from her chair. "Shirley Ann Mack, I will remove you from this porch personally." It's not your porch, Shirley-Ann said. It's the big porch lady's porch, and she should be more selective about her guests. Eunice pinched the bridge of her nose. Lord. Loud, Shirley-Ann repeated at Evelyn Virginia, as a point of record, and moved on. She looked at May Barnes. May Barnes looked back. There was a long pause. This one, Shirley-Ann said carefully, looks like she knows something. I don't like it. She's sitting there with that smile like she already won something, and I don't trust a woman who smiles like that. What does she know? What did she do? Somebody watch your purse and your business and possibly your man. May Barnes smiled wider, slow and sure as sunrise. See. Shirley-Ann pointed. See that right there? That is not an innocent woman. Somebody needs to investigate her immediately. She turned last to Mary Cooper, who had not stopped fanning, had not raised her voice, had not altered her expression even slightly, and appeared to be in a state of spiritual elevation that this entire scene had not touched. Shirley-Ann squinted hard. This one looks holy, she said with profound suspicion. Which means she's done something and already repented, and now she's just sitting there clean while the rest of us don't know what she did. What did you do, Mary? What did you do? Mary Cooper smiled like a stained glass window on a Sunday morning. Bless your heart, sweetheart. Shirley-Ann turned to the group. That's a threat. I want everyone to note that she just threatened me on this big porch. And then all four of them started talking at the same time. Eunice said Shirley-Ann needed Jesus, water, and to be removed from the good wicker chair. Evelyn Virginia was on her feet and loud about being called loud, which was not helping, and everyone could see that except Evelyn Virginia. May Barnes said she wasn't surprised, wasn't bothered, and had in fact predicted this at 2:15 that afternoon and had said so to Evelyn Virginia, who had been too loud to hear her. Mary Cooper said, "Now ladies," twice, which for Mary Cooper was practically a riot. Shirley-Ann looked around at all of them, and something behind her eyes slowly came back online. The duplex porch came into focus. The box fan. The sweating glasses. These four faces. Her four faces. Oh Lord. Wait, said Shirley-Ann Mack. The porch went quiet. Eunice. What? I know you. You live here. This is your porch. It is a duplex, and yes, it is my porch, and you have been sitting on it every Saturday for 11 years, and I would like an apology. Evelyn Virginia. I am still here and still loud, and I will be loud till they put me in the ground and the nerve. May Barnes. May Barnes nodded once. The smile didn't move. It never moved. That smile was permanent and load-bearing. Mary Cooper. Still saved, baby. Still interceding on your behalf. Been doing it since you picked up that cup. Shirley-Ann Mack straightened up. Smoothed her blouse. Patted her hair once. Checked her earrings. Retrieved her cup from where Evelyn Virginia had set it, with some distance, on the porch railing. Well, said Shirley-Ann Mack. I think that went fine. Put that cup down, said Eunice. I am hydrating. Shirley-Ann. It has ice in it, Eunice. It is practically a health drink. Evelyn Virginia. Weren't you saying something about Renee's husband before all this foolishness started? And just like that, fast as a summer storm, clean as creek water, it was over. Evelyn Virginia sat back down. Well, she said at full and unapologetic volume, since you brought it back up. And they were off again. May Barnes leaned in with her knowing eyes and her filed receipts. Mary Cooper confirmed she had heard something similar from a source she would not name but who was reliable. Eunice offered her assessment, which was thorough and theologically grounded and not entirely charitable, and she stood by all of it. Shirley-Ann Mack settled back into the good wicker chair, crossed her ankles, and raised her cup toward nobody in particular. The duplex porch held them all. Wide and shady and built for exactly this. 3 houses down, somebody's chicken was still burning. Nobody went to check on it. They had far more important things to discuss. And Eunice's porch, big as it was, had never once felt crowded. That was the thing about the right porch. It always made room. EmmaParaLeeInc. Marie 68 Publishing. Summertime Cook-Out Anthology. SamCookFan68@gmail.com. KennedyLovesSam@yahoo.com. Asterisk. Where the streets tell their own truth. Asterisk.